and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZeee. And let's jump into today's episode.
All right. Good morning.
Hello.
When does this live?
Because we just rocking out today.
I don't care. It is what it is. We here.
What's up? I want a Tesla truck.
Okay.
The box truck. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm. I think it's hideous.
Of course you do.
Because it is.
I think it's art. It's fashion.
Okay. Whatever you say, however you feel, sure. We're going to go with that. I was thinking about a new car. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my car runs and it's free. Like, it's paid for. So I guess I don't even need to think about a new car. But in my mind, I'm like, that would be nice.
Yeah.
But I think
you deserve it.
I deserve to not have no extra bills for another 4 years.
And that too. More assets, less liabilities.
Yeah. I think you deserve it is how people explain bad financial choices. Like, or even like food choices. Like, I'm gonna just have this cheesesteak. I deserve it. I'm gonna just have this cookie. I deserve it. I'm gonna just buy this purse. I deserve it. Like, it's a red flag. Those words are a red flag to me.
You had that car for a long time.
I've had it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Is that a long time for a car?
My car, I had it since I was 19. I'm 28.
What car have you had?
That car. It was mine.
It was, but was it? But let's talk about this fashion show that we went to.
We went to the Glue.
Oh, yep, that's what it was called, the Glue List. Was it called the Glue List?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Glue List fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
Their brand of like black, brown, queer artists, models, musicians.
Okay.
Photographers.
Okay.
Yes. And they had a fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was the first fashion show, I believe.
Oh, like their first fashion show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think it was good for...
Yeah, I think they did a good job for their first fashion show. Like, they had a good amount of designers showcasing. They had a good amount of models. The event overall surprised me.
Yeah.
I thought it would be more low-key than that, but it definitely was crowded. Mm-hmm. People came out, people dressed up, audience members really showed up for not just the musicians, but the models and the fashion designers.
Yeah.
The catering was good.
You liked your food?
Almost took a risk there with the catering. Almost lost my life with the catering. The regular food was good, but I thought, I see a brownie and I want a brownie. I don't really try to have snacks that often anymore. So I'm like, a baked brownie, fresh? I would love a brownie.
I said,
that has drugs in it. Don't eat the brownie. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I don't want it.
For like 2 seconds, I thought that you knew.
How would I know?
For 2 seconds, I thought that you wanted.
Why would I?
It.
I don't smoke at all, and I have never smoked.
And
so why?
I was like, oh no.
Why?
It's going to be upset.
Why would I choose a weed brownie? I would have been so upset.
You would have been so upset.
I would have been in the hospital crying. Yeah, I would have went straight to the hospital.
Yeah, and when you eat it, it's a different feeling. It's like to your body.
Mm-hmm. So you had a heart attack and died.
You would have been so.
I'm not gonna laugh, bro.
You would have been so upset.
I would have. I remember one time my friend told me a story where she had like an edible something, and she literally thought she was having a heart attack. She thought she was flying. She convinced her friends to take her to the hospital because she thought she was gonna die.
Oh my God.
And then
That's
when
sad.
her parents got to the hospital and she was like, they were like, "What's wrong? What's going on?" She was like, "I had an edible and now I can't feel my legs." And I feel like that is exactly how I would have reacted. Like, I would have overreacted. I would have been like, "I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna die. Life isn't okay." Like, I think I would have been like a crazy person. You would have had to record it. I'm certain I would have freaked out. I would have freaked out.
You would have had it would have been terrible. One time I was at work and somebody pranked me. I stole somebody's cookies. An old lady made cookies and gave them out to everybody at work.
Okay.
They wasn't edibles.
Okay.
And I had came late, so I didn't know where the cookies came from, but they was on the table.
Mm-hmm.
So I stole it. And they was like recording me, like laughing, like, "You stealing people brownies or whatever?" Like 5 minutes later, the boy came over and he was like, "Oh my God, did you eat that?" Like it was an edible. I like had a whole panic attack.
Yeah.
I got up. I went to the office. I said, "I have to go home. I cannot be here." But an edible takes like a long time to.
Oh really?
It takes like an hour to kick in. So I would have had time. I would have still had time to hurry up and get home or get an Uber or something. But I'm like, I have to go. I was like, I don't want to get this person in trouble, but I accidentally ate a brownie, a edible, and the manager was like, "Is it this?" Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, it looks just like that." He's like, "Man, get out of here." The lady came in and handed these out to everybody. I was like, "Oh, why would they do that?"
I would have reacted the same way.
I was like, I had called my mom. I called the person I was dating. I was like, "Y'all have to come get me." I was gonna embarrass myself in front of all of them people.
Yeah, I would have reacted the same way. I would have been like, "I need help immediately."
I was trying to get them suspended or fired,
right?
So I didn't say no name, but
oh my God. I would have lost my life, yeah.
But she was like, "I would have told you anyways if you would have bought it." And then once they said the price,
but she didn't say. Say it in the moment.
Once they told you the price, you was gonna be like $20 for a brownie.
It was $20.
You was gonna be confused. You wasn't gonna pay.
Yeah. I would have been confused if
you would have caught
20.
it. You wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. If it was $20 for the brownie, I for sure would have been like, "That's odd."
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely was not paying attention. But you immediately knew.
It said it was like the leaf on the cookie or something.
But I thought that was just like a sticker.
No,
like a brand. You know how like packaged stuff is it? But then again, like, why would they have a sticker on it if they said they baked it themselves? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just wasn't. I've never been anywhere where they've had.
But she said it too. She was like, "Yeah, I see y'all looking at the edibles. We was looking at the brownies
because it's edible. It's food." I'm thinking, oh, looking at the food. It's edible food, right? But edibles, it means drugs.
I said that has drugs. I wonder. I hope I didn't offend her though, because I know I could be blunt or like extra sometimes.
She probably was taken off guard because of my reaction. Because I was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I don't want it." You know, I don't want any drugs. Like, she was probably like, "What? Okay." Oh man. But yeah, that
food was good. We didn't get
the food was
drinks.
good. It was like salmon and rice. They also had wings and stuff. Everybody said the food was good though.
Mm-hmm. We didn't get drinks.
We didn't get drinks.
I liked how it was. It seemed like they just put together this whole event and they let the chef come. Mm-hmm. They let the bartender come. Like it seemed like that was all like their own businesses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I think that was pretty cool. The artists, the models. It was a place for everyone to show their talents.
For sure. I think I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised by the musicians. I felt like, it's a lot of people that want to be rappers.
Yeah.
And musicians. And I'm just thinking, all right, given the location, the music is going to be okay. And the rappers were actually really good, really talented. I looked a lot of them up afterwards, wanted to follow them and support them. They were really good. And then for me, the fashion show, the very first one set the bar high for the rest of the show. But I do feel like she was the favorite.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I did research on her. Well, not research. I just
Looked up her brand.
And she actually went to Made. It's a fashion school.
Yeah, the one that you went to.
Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense why her brand looked so much more professional, more of a fashion brand than everyone else's. And she handmade hers.
Like hand sewed the denim pieces on? She didn't put any machine?
No, I'm saying she made it with the machine. Like, she sewed it.
Oh, I thought you meant like hand sewed it. That's why I'm like, wait.
She made it.
They didn't teach you how to use a machine that made? Like, But it was a very good mini collection. I felt like her pieces, like I would buy.
Yeah.
From
when
her.
I watched the videos back and I watched hers, the videos from her part, I was like, this is really good. This was really nice.
Yeah.
They should have put her last.
Yeah.
The last designer was good too.
The motorcycle
it was all
looking?
No, it was all denim. It was an all denim collection, and it was jeans.
Oh yes. I remember because the guy walked in that show. Yes, I like that one too.
Yeah. So that was second best.
Yeah, and there was a crochet collection, like crochet tops and stuff like that. That was cool. What was it called? It was kind of like goth looking. Black Star Fashion, or was it Baltier? I think it was Black Star Fashion.
I think it was Black Star.
It definitely had like a look to it, like you could tell their style.
Yeah.
Even the designer had on a similar outfit to what the collection was, so that was cool. There were some boutiques in there, but I felt like the event overall was a really good event.
Yeah.
And the people were cool. You could tell the environment and the type of people that they attract with the musicians, the artists, everything. So it was a really good event, and I would definitely go to another event of theirs.
And you can tell that everybody was just getting started. But that was okay. Like, it's a place for everybody to showcase their art. So,
and the inside of the building was nice. Where they had it at?
Yeah.
Outside.
Oh my God.
Outside, but the actual venue, when you walked in, I loved the backdrop and the wood and the setup, and it was really nice. Lighting, environment, DJ, everything was really good.
The DJ performed. The DJ was one of the artists.
Really?
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, snap.
I thought that was cool.
All the artists was really good. I have to look them up. Some of the ones that I didn't look up yet, I have to look some of them up.
What else from this event? It was one more thing. I don't think it was one more thing. I think I just want to say good job.
Good job.
Yeah.
We did a couple interviews. We didn't post them yet, but I thought the people we interviewed were cool. And the fashion video that you posted, like with some different looks from the audience members, that was good too. I think the audience members were also very fashionable.
Yeah.
So
very.
Let's get into the topic of the day, you guys.
That video took me so long.
Did it?
I kept messing up on my speech.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm at it on TikTok from now on.
You can edit now. I mean, like today. Why not?
I'm saying I'm gonna edit on TikTok from now on because that was my first time editing on Instagram.
Oh, I feel like Instagram is better. Because you can save it before, like TikTok, you can't save it.
Okay. Well, all right, I'll do that. I'll try that way.
3 ways to ensure your designs aren't stolen as a fashion designer.
This is a really good topic.
Yeah.
Because in a later episode we'll talk about this, but I read this book. It's called I'm reading it. It's called Start Your Own Business. And I'm in chapter 6, and they talked about whatever business you start, you want to get a market research report. So I looked up the market research report on being a fashion designer, and one thing that he said for the challenges was it's so easy for your brand to get copied, and it's so competitive.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
How easy it is for people to,
I think, I agree.
Copy.
I feel like there are certain brands, though, that have a look that is their own.
Yeah.
And that's what people have to strive to be. Like, when you see something and you know that's Alaya, or you know that's Area, or you know that's Schiaparelli, or you know that's ... You have to strive to be that brand. Yeah, there's even, like, again, and there's smaller brands that I still feel that way about. I think it's called, like, Faux Noel or Fee Noel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But when I see their pieces, I know it's them.
Yeah.
There's swimsuit brands that when I see their swimsuits, I know it's them.
Yeah, I feel like that was what our problem with Philly Fashion Week was. We said everything looked the same, and it wasn't like they didn't have their own style, like we didn't know.
Yeah.
So
I agree. So one, I gotta stop clearing my throat. Copyright registration. So in many countries, fashion designs can be protected under copyright law. Registering your designs in the appropriate intellectual property office provides legal evidence of ownership and can help you enforce your rights if someone copies your work. Keep in mind that copyright protection usually covers the original artistic expression of your designs rather than the functional aspect. So that's a good point. When it talks about registering your designs with the appropriate intellectual legal property office, I think that's something like you really need a lawyer for.
yeah,
Because most people as fashion designers, as entrepreneurs and business owners, we don't know which place is the right place. Like, should it be a patent? Should it be a trademark? Should it be this? Should it be that? Which then, of course, then you have to think about finances too, because if you're not making much money, you still want to protect your designs. But let's say you make a design and not many people care about it in the first place. Now you paid for a lawyer and all this, and that design was in and out the window.
Yeah.
So
brand, like the first time a brand will go viral, they're most likely they won't have it because of that. But then, like, later on, as they get bigger, they'll start trademarking.
Yeah. I think one thing in the beginning that you can trademark always is your logo. You can always do that first. That's what Mia Culpa should have did once that started going viral. Yeah. Even if they didn't have it in the beginning, they could have it by now.
So what's going on? It's like, no.
Number 2, non-disclosure agreements. When working with manufacturers, suppliers, or other parties who may have access to your designs, consider having them sign a non-disclosure agreement. NDAs legally bind these parties to keep your designs confidential and prevent them from sharing or using your designs without your permission. So, I would love... I'm going to have to draft a new NDA. I would like every one of my employees to sign an NDA. And all of my past employees. Because I feel like there's certain designs or even like manufacturers and stuff that my employees and past employees know about that I would like them to not give another, like that source to another person. So any information that you learn here or from me, there should be an NDA for that.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
And then, of course, with your manufacturers and stuff like that, you should also have them sign an NDA.
Yeah. In the interview with Stephanie, didn't she talk about when she first started, she didn't know anything about signing NDA, and he was taking her designs and putting it on AliExpress, and
they were selling it to another one of their designers.
Oh, okay.
So basically, her manufacturing company saw that this design was really popular, and then they also made that same exact pattern for another designer.
Yeah. And then people that's just starting with fashion that don't know how to sew, or they don't know anything about sewing, fashion, or anything. They just have an idea and they just go to a manufacturer. The manufacturers usually take advantage of them because they don't know anything.
Right.
They don't know any better.
Right.
So that's why you'll see your brand getting copied so fast. I think that's what happened with me and Koba.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Number 3, trademarking your brand. While trademarks don't protect your designs, they protect your brand identity, including logos, symbols, or phrases associated with your designs. Registering trademarks for your brand can help prevent others from using similar marks that could confuse consumers and dilute your brand's reputation. Like, you remember when Paris Hilton said "that's hot" and that became her thing? Like, she used to always say "that's hot" and get it on clothes. She trademarked that. Right now she has sliving. That's her new phrase, is living with an S at the beginning. Sliving. Also trademarked. But if your brand has specific things that you say, like FUBU, for us, by us, that's trademark. What is another brand that has a saying right now? Does Louis Vuitton have a saying? Does H&M, Pretty Little Thing, Forever 21, do they have anything that they say all the time?
Nobody.
Even as a person or as a celebrity, you can get a phrase trademarked.
LeBron did Taco Tuesday.
Oh yeah, he had Taco Tuesday. I feel like Nene Leakes has something.
Oh yeah.
Kenya Moore, I think she has Gone with the Wind, fabulous, because she was always saying that. And then I think twirl or something. Something about twirling. Kenya Moore does all the time.
I think did Nene Leakes have "Woo child, the ghetto"?
Maybe
the ghetto.
But if I had a phrase, I'm trying to think for my brand, what would be a phrase? Like, there's one brand that says "protect Black women." I wonder if that's a phrase. I remember, Kanye wore a shirt that said "White Lives Matter," right? And then these 2 Black men trademarked the phrase "White Lives Matter" in order to protect, I think, white people from using or making money off of that phrase. So they bought that trademark just to protect that. Additionally, it's essential to monitor the market for any unauthorized use of your designs and take prompt legal action if necessary. Collaborating with reputable manufacturers and distributors can also help maintain control over your designs and reduce the risk of theft. But yeah, so working with reputable manufacturers is a start. Because there are manufacturers that will even tell you, here are legal documents that we have everybody sign, so you know you're protected and we know we are protected. So I think that's also an option as well. But just some ways for you to protect your brand.
It's 2 brands that was arguing on Instagram. They wasn't arguing. It was one person arguing. But this one designer says she's tired of the other designer copying her style. But the brand looks like Skims. It's just the regular tights and the set. So I thought that was funny because nobody copied off of nobody. It's so original, and you didn't think hard about this.
Right.
You did not invent this style.
Yeah. Shapewear? In nude colors?
Yep.
And she said they copied off of her. Okay.
She said, yeah, I'm tired.
I wanted to go through the comment section of this post. So one person said, none of that will make a difference if you get ripped off by a company like Shein.
Ooh.
Another person said NDAs and a hitman on payroll. That'll do it.
A hitman?
Yeah, like somebody to kill you. Somebody else said imitation is the sincerest form of flattery and consider it a compliment. You know what? I think, honestly, I agree on one side. So I think it'll be a nice day for me when AliExpress or Shein copies one of my designs. I'll be so excited. Like, look at that.
I made it.
That's
how you know.
Y'all really doing something. Y'all really watching the kid. That's cute. I think a lot of my stuff, they can't even copy that fast. Because I do so much like different implications and details on my designs. Even the rhinestone pieces, I always edit and cut from the top and put it on the bottom or edit to the side. So I feel like not for some reason, maybe for that reason, like they haven't been able to really copy it. But people like Kendra White, they post his pictures all the time. All the time. It must be annoying or complimentary, but it must be annoying because he'll put out a design and the next week, like on his website, let's say it's $7.95 or $10.95. The next week it'll be $115 on AliExpress.
Oh my god,
that is annoying.
They used to do that to Shane Justin.
They do it all the time. Anita Rivers, Classy Royalty, all the time. I see her stuff. And now that she's actually been doing some kind of different like styles, I noticed they haven't been copying her designs since she started doing feathers here and different colors there and half and rhinestones here. They haven't been copying her designs, because they don't got that much time. Yeah, I think, which is good.
It's really about how hard it is to make it. Is it smart to copy? In first place, like, are you going to get the money back? So if it takes too much time or if the fabric is too expensive, I think they won't copy.
Yeah. So let me see. Is there any other?
Can we avoid that as designers?
Avoid, some people say, add watermarks over your pictures or stuff like that, and they won't take your pictures and stuff. But they can edit that out now. Yeah. Like, it's not really gonna make no difference. I still put watermarks on like the sides of my pictures and stuff. Like, it'll say Monica Monique somewhere, but I know they could edit that out. Yeah, they can use an AI tool and get that quickly finished up to look like it was never there. So overall, I think you just gotta be so unique and different that they can't copy it. And if your design style is plain or everyday wear with an easy one fabric, spandex, linen, cotton, straight up and down, you can't be mad if they copy your design. It's very easy to copy. Easy. A pencil skirt is a pencil skirt. A pair of tights is a pair of tights. If it is different and unique in a certain way and then they copy it, I can understand you being mad. Yeah. Even the Schiaparelli ones. You remember, did you see that Schiaparelli? Was it Schiaparelli? It was like a denim dress and the buttons were like different gold face shapes. Like one button was an ear and the other button was a face and the other button was a nose. I'm sad they copied that design.
Who copied that?
AliExpress.
Oh, wow.
It was on AliExpress for like really low price. And I thought that was like, I loved that. It was the plainest of the collection. But yeah, what's your takeaway?
What will we do to get designers to stop copying? I think you have to start somewhere. So I get it at first, because you got to learn. Yeah. But once you get into your brand and you get your brand identity, I think it's just like, no, stop copying.
Yeah. I think,
but
don't be worried about nobody else. Just keep focusing on you. Yeah. You shouldn't even look around to know if anybody's copying you. You should already be on to the next thing. Yeah. Don't even worry about it. It's a waste of time. Yeah. Just keep doing you. Yeah.
I wonder what we could do. I wonder who's going to invent something to make designs safe to make stuff safe for designers. Because the music world, Jay-Z came out with Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify. We had all of that. And now their music can't be copied.
Right.
Easily.
Right. But every song is different. Not every pair of jeans is different.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I'm wondering when.
Yeah, I mean,
who want to invent something to save the designers?
You.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it come to me tomorrow.
Make sure you count your blessings
before you count your money.
Bye.